Hello, good morning student. I am your physics teacher, myself Ashwini Nimje, and I am starting paper 2. So paper 2, name of the paper is Gravitation, Oscillation and Properties of Matter. Okay, so this is the name of paper second, and in that paper second we are starting in it first, that is the gravitation. Okay, so this is the basics topic. You already know that gravitation, because this is a repeated topic. This is in also 12th science physics. Okay, so for that this is the basic topic. We have to start this topic, and before starting this topic, we have to know the basic knowledge about the gravitation. So in this first is the Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation. Okay, so this topic is very low. Newton's law of gravitation. So this law of gravitation is discovered by the Newton. Newton is the name of scientist. So for that, this law is the universal law. This law is applied for all the substances or matters involved in the all the surroundings. So that's why this is the universal law, and this law is the basic law, that is Newton's law of gravitation. So statement of Newton's law of gravitation is, we know that every particles of matter attract each other particles of matter. Okay, every particle of matter, attracts each other particle of matter. Okay, means each particle attract to the other matter, and this with a force, means two particles have a force, and this force with a force which is directly proportional to the product of masses. Suppose we take m1 and m2 masses, these two particles which has the mass m1 and m2. So this is directly proportional to the product of the masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between these two particles. So this is the statement of Newton's law of gravitation. So every particle of matter attract each other with a force which is directly proportional to the product of the masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between two particles. Okay, so consider two particles. This is the first particle which has the mass m1, and this is the second particle which has the mass m2, and these two particles are separated by a distance. So this distance is the r. Okay, these two particles separated as distance r. The distance between two particles is small r. So according to the gravitational force of attraction between the two particles m1 and m2. So this is the force. This is F12, means the force applied from first particle to the second particle. Okay, and this is the force, direction of force from second particle to the first particle, F21. Okay, so both the forces are equal. So that's why according to statement, this gravitational force F is directly proportional to the product of masses, means m1 m2 So this is the first statement, means the gravitational force is directly proportional to the m1 and m2, means the product of masses of two particles. And other statement is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between two particles, that is F is inversely proportional to 1 by r square, that is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between two particles. Okay, so when we equating, we get F is directly proportional to m1 m2 divided by r square. Okay, we join these forces, so we get F is directly proportional to m1 m2 divided by r square. So if we remove this sign, this is the proportionality sign. If we remove this sign, we take some constant. This is the capital G is the constant of proportionality, G into m1 m2 divided by r square. So this G is the constant of proportionality known as the gravitational constant. G is the gravitational constant. Okay, so this G is the gravitational constant, and here we are taking negative. So negative sign indicate that the gravitational force is attractive force, because there is attraction between two particles m1 and m2. So that's why this F is equals to minus of G m1 m2 divided by r square. So negative sign indicate that the gravitational force is the attractive force. That's why we take a negative sign for the formula. Okay. So value of this G is the universal constant and this value is fixed. So the value of capital G is, so this value of capital G is equals to 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 34, sorry, minus 11. So this value is 6.67. We take a 3 as a 6.673 into 10 to the power minus 11. And unit is, this F is equals to m1 m2 divided by r square. Okay, so here unit is Newton per meter square, Newton per kg meter square. We calculate this unit as a capital G is equals to, with calculating this value, capital G is equals to F r square divided by m1 m2. So this is the force. So force has the unit Newton, and this is the distance. Distance has a unit meter square, and this is the mass. Mass is in the kg. Okay, kg square. So that's why the unit of G is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Okay, so this is the value of G. And if m1 is equals to m2, means m1 has the same, means m1 and m2 has the same weight, okay, same mass. So in that case, m1 is equals to m2. Okay, so both the masses have same, and this distance between these two masses, capital R is equals to 1 unit or 1 meter. Okay, so then the formula F is equals to capital G m1 by m2 divided by r square is F is equals to capital G. So thus the gravitational constant G is defined numerically equals to, so from this equation we can say that the gravitational force F or the gravitational constant G is defined as the numerically equal to force of attraction between the two unit masses at a unit distance apart. Means when we are taking m1 is equals to m2, means the same masses of the two particles, and the distance between these two particles is 1 unit. When we are taking both the masses have same weight or same mass, and the distance between these two particles is 1 meter. So in that case we say that the gravitational constant capital G is numerically defined as the gravitational force F is equals to G. So these are the basic idea about the gravitational Newton's law of gravitation. Then the dimension of capital G. This is the unit we calculate here. Then the dimension of capital G. Okay. So dimension is, we know the formula, capital G is equals to F R square divided by M1 M2. The dimension of F is, F has a unit Newton, but Newton is nothing but the, Newton means, we know that F is equals to mass into acceleration according to Newton's second law. F is equals to m into a. M has the unit kg. And velocity, this is the acceleration. Acceleration means rate of change of velocity, means meter per second square. Okay. So therefore the dimension of capital F is equals to m1 L1 t minus 2. Okay. So m1 L1 t minus 2. And here, so this is the distance means length L2, and here M1 and M2 means M2. So after calculating these, we have dimension M1 L, this is 1, 2 and 3, L 3 and t minus 2. Because here M1 and this is 2, get 2 numerator side 1 minus 2, so this is the minus 1. So this is the dimension of capital G. Okay. So this is the basic idea about the Newton's law of gravitation. In the next topic, in the next class, we will see the gravitational field and the gravitational velocity of the, okay, gravitational velocity, gravitational field, remaining part of this unit. Okay, thank you.